So I'm guessing the robe I can get from getting the Rat King, or the King of Thieves caught, right? And then the merchant probably will have a robe. I might where the rat is somewhere around there find gold. And a magic wand, maybe also. We'll have to see. Okay, so... Do you have a spare old robe for me? Just gonna beg him for the stuff? What the...
You wouldn't perhaps have an old robe I could wear?
Certainly not. Not in your size anyway, little man. Anyway, it's tradition for the prospective mage to tailor their first robe themselves. Can you sew?
Oh, I was always good at handicrafts.
That's good. You can't imagine how ridiculous lots of these mages look with their self-tailored robes, or without them when a gust of wind blows. Mage robes have to be made out of a special magical fabric. It protects you from many simple spells and curses, but for that it has to be sewn using a magical needle as well.
So I need a magically treated cloth and a needle and thread. That much is clear. And I need a pattern. I mean, it's not like I know a lot about magic robes.
This is going to be the same, I'm sure. Okay. Just remind you what you need.
Can I buy a magic wand here in the school? Or is there somewhere else I can find one?
You can't just buy any old wand. The wand has to fit the mage, you understand? The wand picks the mage, not the other way around.
Yeah, haven't you seen Harry Potter?
Ask Bill the merchant if he's got a couple of wands.
Or Red.
Lots of good mages have died recently. Perhaps you'll get lucky.
That's not really the one picking the mate. Well, I guess if he looks at an assortment of them, I suppose. Yeah, don't you know about Ollivander and his wand shop? Come on. Well, of course Oliver's dead now, right? But, spoiler alert, like, I need to say that years after the last novel and movie finished. What?
I'm a poor gnome. Where am I supposed to get a pile of gold?
If I knew where there were piles of gold just lying around, then I would have helped myself by now, don't you think?
Can't I just work off my debt once you've accepted me as a student?
Ah, a gnome can't earn that much with honest work.
You don't expect me to steal, do you?
There are many gradations between honest work and stealing. Take Whooperman, the showman. He's very rich, and that without ever having worked, and without ever stealing.
How does that work?
He knows people's folly and makes use of it. Ask him.
How can I find him?
His wagon is out there on the meadow. Here, take this.
A postcard?
It shows you the most important points around here. You can use it to quickly get between one place and another.
Okay.
I'll go and get what I need then.
If you say so.
He's like, whatever, dude. You're not going anywhere. You're not getting anything. So much confidence in him. You guys are just jerks, man. You're a bunch of prejudiced jerks.
Maybe it's been written on using magic chalk.
It's blank.
But it could have been written on using magic chalk.
The mage's like, no, really, it couldn't have.
Hang on. Oh, I'd give a lot to be able to read these books, but I'm sure only students are allowed to do that.
He's like looking up at me. This game now. Yep.
Some kind of mini kitchen. There's a lot of weird ingredients that could be used for the pot.
All of that's the kitchenette, huh?
Could I maybe just once?
No.
But I...
Just for pupils.
Can I stir the pot? Oh, boy.
What is that? A mirror? I can only see myself in it faintly. The frame is quite heavy and decorated with all sorts of faces and skulls, and the mirror surface, it flows. I've never seen anything like it. The frame is...
Okay.
Hang on. Oh, I'd give a lot to be able to read these books. Hang on. Oh.
Okay.
A stylish blackboard for a mage school. With that head, it almost looks alive.
It is alive.
Really?
Yes,
No.
and
Oh.
covered in magical chalk.
No.
I knew it!
Pulling your leg. He's pulling your leg. It's hilarious. Let's see here.
I wonder how many humans once trained to become mages here.
3.
Do.
Only 3. Tells you how hard it's supposed to be, I think, right?
A shorn sheep, I think.
It's not shorn, it's dead.
Sheep are more dangerous than they would have us believe. They're hiding something. That's what Grandad says.
They're hiding something. What, inside their wool? Dope. That's funny.
A lovely crystal ball on a small stand. It looks completely transparent to me. No fog, no burning eyes, and no visions of the future to be found. Master Marcus, can you predict the future with the ball?
You what? That's just silly hocus pocus. You need tea leaves or tarot cards for that.
Then why do you have the ball?
It was a promotional gift.
May I have it?
If you like.
Nice. I don't know why, but, stuff. Promotional gift. We know you're starting a new mage school, so here, have a crystal ball.
A ratty old box containing some strange objects. Most are quite dusty. Master Marcus, what are all these things in this box?
Oh, that's just old magic stuff. Help yourself.
Great, thanks.
Old
Here's
magic
a needle
stuff?
and some thread.
Hey!
And here are 3 small glass vials filled with coloured potions, all tightly corked. The rest really does seem to be just junk. An old cloth teddy bear, a torn leather bag, a little soap, nothing that interests me. Beneath the head there hangs a sign. It reads, "The sheep, a mage's best friend. It protects us, it keeps us warm." Wow.
He's thinking it's a mystical
Sheep are a
creature.
little like cows, small, woolly cows.
Yeah, kinda, yeah. It's true. In many ways. I don't really do a lot of much other than get scared at things and run away. I mean, they're super cute. If you pet them and stuff, they're awesome, but I'm just saying.
The frame is quite heavy and decorated with all sorts of faces and skulls. And the mirrors, I've never seen it.
Yeah, I already had that. Okay. That might be everything in here. Okay, so let's do this. And which one's going to be the meadows? I suppose this, right? This, yeah. And then this is, I don't even know what this is. This has to be the meadows. We'll go there. Examine the cage. What? Or, well, whatever. Examine the cage. We examine whatever other stuff here. Oh, it's over here.
There are a total of 16 different fields on the wheel, 4 colours and 4 symbols in every possible combination. The chance of guessing the right segment is 1 in 16. I wouldn't bet my gold on that, if I had any gold. The chance of guessing the... The cage is lined with straw. There are lots of pigeon feathers and, well, the other stuff the pigeons leave lying around. An empty cage, I guess. The sign says, "Ziggy, the invisible pink squirrel, may bite. Please stay back."
I'm pretty sure.
Ziggy's doing well, I think. I'll just take 1 feather, a big clean one. There's nothing else of interest in the cage, as long as I don't want to fertilise a couple of football pitches.
Okay.
A cage full of hair. Huh, here's a small sign saying Bertram, the world's fattest hamster. Wow.
The answer's huge if that's true. The thing's so big it's barely in its cage. The crap.
I don't know if Bertram really is the fattest hamster in the world, but I reckon he's right up there.
That's poor thing. Okay.
Wow. The wagon is like a house on wheels. Probably wasn't cheap. I definitely wouldn't want to get into a punch-up with the pony that pulls this wagon.
Mm-hmm.
A crystal ball. I wonder if the showman really can predict the future with it. A crystal ball.
Okay.
Hello. Excuse me.
Oh, hello. A young gnome, and he's got outstanding manners to boot. What brings you here?
My name's Wilber Weathervin. I'm from the White Ridge Mountains, and I have to speak to the Archmage.
Well then, young Wilber, I'm Willie the Wondrous. What can I do for you?
Are you the showman Master Marcus told me about?
I don't know which showman your master Marcus told you about, but I am a showman. Willie Whopperman's the name. Some people call me Willie the Wondrous. But I only run my little fun fair on the side. First and foremost, I'm a fortune teller.
Yeah, I do see the Twitch chat. I'm not sure why a YouTube chat isn't showing up. That's strange. Wonder if it didn't connect to YouTube.
Is it true that you're very rich?
Why do you ask? Do you want to rob me?
Quite right. Give me your gold. What?
As a fortune teller, you'd have to know if I wanted to rob you, wouldn't you?
I like you. Of course I would know. I think... No, you don't want to rob me. What do you want, then?
I need a lot of gold to be accepted into the mage school.
A pile of gold? I do have that much gold here, but it's the top prize from the Wheel of Fortune. I can't just give it to you.
Of course not. That would be too easy. Can you really predict the future?
Of course. People come from all across the land to ask me for advice, and I give them good tips in exchange for good gold.
And what do they want to know?
They want to know, for example, if the price of bread is going to rise. Then I tell them, yes, the price will rise. Then everyone buys lots of bread as a precaution, and the price really does rise.
Fascinating.
Or the women want to know what next season's colour will be. I always know.
So if you say that the ladies will be wearing green next year...
Then everyone wears green.
You must be an excellent fortune teller, then.
The best. Would people pay me so much gold for my prophecies if I wasn't?
So he basically just uses psychology to swindle people. Got it. That's hilarious.
Could you predict my future for me, please? I'd really appreciate it.
I see that I can.
Wow. But I don't have any gold.
Not a problem. I perceive that today it's going to be on the house.
Ooh, weird.
This guy's so
So,
ridiculous.
come on. Om, Om, hocus pocus.
Yeah.
I see the future. What do you want to know?
Will I be able to master the tasks that lie before me?
No, you'd be better off giving up and going home.
But then I would have failed.
Yes, sir, and I'd have been right. Do you want to know anything else?
What will the day bring?
I see darkness.
Yeah, at night.
Uh-oh.
The day will end in it.
Even I could have predicted that.
He started to
Today
catch on finally.
you are going to play Wheel of Fortune. And when you do, you're going to ask yourself if you'd have done so without my prophesying it. Do you want to know more?
What?
If you can see into the future, tell me what question I'm going to ask next.
Well... Oh, the connection's broken. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Your question was perhaps a bit too specific. My gift is very erratic.
Thanks just the same. That was very interesting. Ooh, strange.
Okay.
Hello.
Wilber, what can I do for you?
These cages, what are they for?
Oh, the animals used to be part of my fare, but since I started earning my money with fortune-telling, they're just a hobby. Apart from the pigeons, of course.
What's with the pigeons?
The pigeons deliver my prophecies throughout the land. I work mainly for people I don't know personally.
Why?
Well, how shall I put it? Should a prophecy not quite come to pass, then it's better to be far away, don't you think?
Yeah, that is weird. I don't know. Not sure what's happened. YouTube might be having some problems. I wonder if it's streaming even. Hang on. Let me check. Yeah, it is streaming. Oh, I wonder if Restream is having a problem. Because I do see the chat on YouTube. You like the way he says squirrel, squirrel? Yeah. What book was I referring to? Oh, well, the Harry Potter books, I think. I'm not positive, but I think that's what I was talking about. He is in a town called Seastone. That was where he was, his uncle, when he gathered everything for his uncle shot him in a cannon and took him. I don't know why that's not showing up on Restream. That's weird. Let me see if I'm going to refresh and see if that'll fix it. Maybe it'll reconnect. Let's see. Okay. It says it's connected to 2 channels now. Let's see if that fixes it. You can stay on, yeah. You can stay on Twitch if you want, but I think YouTube maybe will work now.
Excuse me, but your hamster, Bertram, isn't he a little overweight?
Of course. He's the fattest hamster in the world.
But isn't the cage just a touch too small for him?
No, Bertram likes it cozy, and he doesn't move around all that much.
Imagine that.
And if he's that heavy, yeah.
Are you sure there's nothing wrong with the squirrel?
You think so? It looks pretty normal to me.
Am I doing this as a distraction thing? Grab
Maybe
that.
the crystal ball from the mage school would work better. His other predictions are pretty useless.
You're all right, aren't you? I hope he's all right. It's such an impressive animal, don't you think?
Oh, yes. Cute little rodent there.
But feisty. He could rip off your finger with those fangs if you're not careful.
Well, that's good. It worked today at least. Yeah. I guess I also want to check and see if there's something with that. Well, maybe.